Welcome back to Good Day. We all love treats, and we know the kids love those treats too. But why pay top dollar for them at the store when you can have some fun and make them at home?
I bet they'd be a little more healthy, too.
And they'd be way more creative.
Yes, yes. Jennifer Rhoades of Northwest Ohio Moms is here with how easy it is to make some cool and hot summer treats. Good morning. Thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
You know, this is the season where kids want popsicles and s'mores in the same day, isn't it?
Yes. All day long.
All day long, right?
Yeah.
So you have a couple of examples of how we can make some popsicles at home. And it starts with these little molds that you can get really at any store.
Super cheap. Found them at Myers here locally, and then I just keep them stashed away somewhere and then refill them. And for me, as a working mom of 3, I need simple, easy, quick.
Yes, that's what we
but then
want.
also trying to, you know, they love popsicles all day long, and we'll go through a whole box if I was buying them store-bought in one day with that many. So started making them, and keeping it simple is key for me.
Very good. So you have a couple of examples this morning. Let's talk about a more like traditional flavor.
So I like to keep it just whatever fruit you like. So we like watermelon right now. Usually fruits that are going to be a little sweeter is helpful because we're not adding a lot of sugar. So just cubed watermelon for these. We used for the watermelon ones, it was just cubed fruit blended with a tablespoon of sugar and a little bit of lemon juice, and then put in the molds.
Okay, so you put them in a blender.
In a blender.
And then you just pour it.
pour them in.
Just poured it in. Yep.
Wow.
I didn't strain it, anything. Just blended, poured, and now we have popsicles overnight.
Boom.
Wow.
Now the kids can reach in the freezer and get their own.
How long does that take you to, let's say, make a tray or two?
It was 5 minutes to cut the fruit and blend it and put it in, and then obviously I do it at night, and then it freezes overnight.
And then it freezes overnight. That's
and
a smart
then you're ready to go.
They're ready to go first thing in the morning.
And we can use strawberries, blueberries, like you said, any kind of fruit.
Any kind of fruit works.
Could we sneak some veggies in if it's blended?
You could blend like a spinach into it, and again, just that little bit of sugar.
I'm just trying to think of
just add a little bit of sugar. Yeah,
helps a little bit. Or you can use honey if you prefer honey. Again, kids under 1 though, you want to stay away from the honey.
Be careful with that.
Yeah. And then we just turned it into a creamsicle by adding Greek yogurt. You can use 0%, 2%. I like a little bit thicker Greek yogurt, but now we're adding some other benefits from the yogurt, and then we make it creamy, so now we have more of that ice cream feeling.
Looking at this here, how many? We've got some protein.
Protein, yeah.
So it'll almost fill them up a little bit too.
And that one we use more of a fruit juice, so it's just the juice with then the yogurt and some honey. So any flavor you like, pineapple, mango, orange, again, something that's going to come in a juice. And then I added a little bit of the fresh fruit, so like I did fresh zest for the oranges, and that just freshness really makes them yummy.
Makes it pop.
And you just put the yogurt and all of that in the blender, or can I just mix it up by hand?
I blended it in the blender, and then it just makes it an even consistency that way. And then again, 5 minutes total, all blended together in the freezer. Go to bed, you wake up, and the kids are happy.
And the kids are happy.
They're happy.
And it's so easy.
So good.
And I'll be happy too, because they're yummy.
Yeah, so mom can treat yourself too. You can have one as well. So then later in the day, we're getting the campfires going, especially I think for 4th of July holiday weekend. I think s'mores are going to be on everybody's, you know, list that we're going to be doing.
My kids smell fire, and they, can we do a s'more?
So,
even the adults do that.
Yes. So we're trying to think out of the box, not just the chocolate graham cracker and marshmallow. So all different kinds of things from different ways instead of a graham cracker. So these like fudge round cookies. So that'll fit in between. Again, you want something that's going to hold it. The pizzelli, have you ever seen those?
Yes, those Italian
wafers?
cookies.
You can do something like that. You can get, you know, fun marshmallows. You can spread, I have some jelly, peanut butter. You could spread that on your crackers, and then just playing with different chocolates that are available. So this is like a toffee nut Hershey's. We have mint. Of course, we've seen people do Reese's cups. So you can really have fun, and you can even do fresh fruit. I don't have any on the board, but thinly sliced apples, bananas, strawberries, all in
Sneak
your
them in.
s'mores.
Sneak them in there.
So really make it fun.
It would be really good. A little bit of chocolate, a little bit of banana in there.
A little bit of peanut butter.
Yes, I love the peanut butter. And then you put them on this nice little tray, and then that way the kids can kind of like grab what they want and build them themselves. What do you think, Diane? How would you stack something?
Oh, I feel like I would use the fudge stripes because I've never thought to use those.
I have used them before. They're delicious.
Ooh,
Yeah.
and then I'd probably keep the original marshmallow because you have the jumbos.
We got the big ones if you really like the ooey gooey, you know, all over your hand.
Oh, yeah.
Thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I would probably keep it traditional, and then of course the Reese's cup is good. But what about, okay, this is not healthy, but what about like a brownie in there?
Could
we add a brownie?
She's got the ideas.
Sure you could
Yeah,
add.
the
Anything
juices
you
are
want.
I don't
fine.
think there's anything you can't
do,
right?
There's no hard rules when we're talking
It's a little
s'mores.
sticky, but that's all.
But that's okay. But I love how like we're thinking out of the box a little bit, because sometimes I'll be like looking, you know, as you said, oh, I smell a fire, let's make s'mores. And then I'm like, oh, what do I have in the cabinet right now?
Yeah.
And then you're just, you know, you can kind of just grab. I never would have thought to do like a jam or even a little bit of peanut butter. Like,
What do your kids like on their s'mores? What are they doing so far this season?
Well, so far we're typically traditional, but when I explained that we could start using the cookies, and since we can do that this weekend, you know, they're big peanut butter and jelly fans. My husband always jokes, like, for dinner, if you don't have anything, you just have peanut butter and jelly. So I think they would like that too.
Yes, and I like these fun ones too.
Yes.
The marshmallows.
I'm more of a mint. I love Andy's mints.
okay.
So like for me, that'd be really out of the box.
So next time you go to Olive Garden, collect all of those Andes.
Oh yes, yes.
And then use them in your s'mores. I would have never thought about that. Of course, you have all of these beautiful recipes on the website. What's the website where people can go and get those?
NWOHioMoms.com.
Okay, very good. Lots of great recipes. I'm excited. What do you think, Diane?
Oh, I cannot wait to go and give a try at some of these popsicles with the heat coming this week. Perfectly timed. And then we could even take these, you know, as we're walking to the pool. That popsicle.
Pack them in a cooler, do a picnic, all kinds of ideas here.
Nice.
Jennifer, thank you so much for coming today. We appreciate it. This looks delicious. This looks so great. Yeah.